outskirts of Querétaro. The guy that gave me directions said to get on a bus. I was meant to be going to the magic town of Bernal, and instead I'm somehow, in the middle of nowhere. I took the bus for about 45 minutes, and then the driver said to me, "This is the last stop," and I was like, "Yeah mate, but we're not at the place." And he said, "We are." And so anyway, I've got to get the bus completely 45 minutes in the other direction now, going back to town, and then another hour to another spot where the actual magic town is. But I was wondering why the hell was there no one else getting on the bus. I figured it was just because I woke up really early, but yeah, these things are part of it. But now I'm just waiting for another bus to come through, and then I'm gonna take it back into the center of town and do it all over again. Gracias, buen día. Wow, that was a big morning. I think I spent probably 2.5 hours this morning just going up and around with no real direction. Hola, Peña De Bernal.
La Peña De Bernal, vaya con la chica.
¿Aquí?
Con cualquiera de ellas.
¿Con quién? ¿A la chica ahí? Estoy yendo a Peña De Bernal.
Te vas en 5 minutos, 64 pesos.
Vale. ¿Es como ida y vuelta o solo una?
Es pura ida, chico. Y cuando llegues allá compras tu regreso.
Vale. ¿Y a qué hora es la última?
5:30 de la tarde.
Ok, gracias. Peña de Bernal.
Bernal, es más. Muy bien.
Hola.
Buenos días.
Well, after all those bus mishaps, I've eventually arrived now in Santiago de Bernal. It's a magic town here, just outside of Querétaro, and about 45 minutes away if you make all the correct decisions and get the right bus. So it's a very pretty town here, very colourful architecture, but of course the big staple here is the big monolith, Peña De Bernal. Hola, buenas. ¿Me das un latte con... ¿Tienes soya aquí?
Sí.
Sí, con soya, por favor. Perfecto. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Chao. Not a bad spot for a coffee, let me tell you that. ¿Me recomiendas algo, por favor? Hay más opciones, así que no puedo decidir. Oof. Looks like it's been cooked for so long. Es picante, ¿no? Poquito.
Poquito, no mucho. Antes
Para
sí no
ti,
me mandaba a mí
para ti no es picante, pero para mí a lo mejor. No me importa, está bien.
Sí.
Sí.
Iba a regresar.
It's a masterclass. I'm just getting anything that's been recommended to me because there's too many options here. It's gonna fuel me for the walk.
Champiñón.
Champignon.
con chicharrón. Está muy bueno todo, ¿eh?
Sí.
Antes hubiese probado las de chicharrón de penca, nopal en penca.
Vale. So I'm eating at a place called Gorditas Dona Coco, and they specialize in gorditas, obviously. I may as well just refuel now, then I don't have to think about this all leaking in my bag. But I've got a few options. Gracias. So I've got the sauces now. These gorditas are a little bit different because they're a lot smaller and definitely a lot less oily, which is great. They're sort of little tiny hand-size gorditas as opposed to the usual bigger ones. But the options here in this place, they had about 10 to 15 different things you could put in to your tacos gorditas, and I was a little bit overwhelmed. So I just asked them to just make me whatever they thought was nice. Very juicy. This is gone. This is really good. Now I may have the Malaysian roots that can handle the spices, but that was hot. I'm disappointing my Malaysian roots. But my face is just drenched. I'm going to be burning up today. Luckily I got a bit of sunscreen. But yeah, clear conditions, nice light breeze, perfect day to go for a walk and work off all that food that I just smashed. That's where we're going. So Bernal is one of the magic towns in Mexico. It is the entry, I guess, into the Sierra Gorda mountain ranges, and this area is particularly popular because it's got a lot of nice viticulture, wine growing regions. So a lot of people come here, and not only do they enjoy the views of this spectacular masterpiece that I'm walking through, but also they come here to drink wine, and it's a bit of a weekend spot for a lot of local visitors, so people tend to flock here on the weekends. One of the most interesting parts about coming here is actually the fact that the surrounding town is just completely flat, and then you've got this monolith. It's the third largest monolith in the world, behind Sugarloaf Mountain in Brazil and also Gibraltar Rock in the Mediterranean. So yeah, it's just something that's quite spectacular, because you're looking at a completely flat terrain from above, and then this sort of really pointy, large rising structure that you can actually climb. So I've reached the highest point that you can go without actually climbing. You can probably see just above me there's some climbers who are coming down, but yeah, you can walk up to the mirador. It takes about, I would say, maybe an hour to walk up. I took a lot of breaks, so it took me a lot longer, but yeah, it just depends on how you want to do it. But there are different spots all over here where you can just take a break. But I would recommend going up as high as possible to the final spot because you just get this unbelievable view down below. So this is easily one of the top 3 things I've done on my trip in Mex so far. I think it's just because I wasn't expecting it. I found out pretty much a day ago that this was even possible to do, and now I'm standing here with this backdrop, and that sheer drop just down here is scary, and you've got rock climbers descending from there. Oh, this is really, really amazing. And it's so different from the town below. Bernal is this very vibrant, colorful, cute little spot, and then up here it's just so rugged and barren. You can really come here for 2 types of things. You've got the adventure, where you can get outdoors into nature, and then you've got the foodie, drinking and cultural experience down below. So my friend Ed has this really interesting way of rating travel destinations and places when he's visiting, and he shared it with me one time, and I thought it was pretty enjoyable. So he says 0 is, there's only 3 numbers you can give. 0 is don't even bother, destination not worthwhile, not memorable, there's no point in even checking it out. Then you've got a 1, which you could do, you don't have to do, you wouldn't feel bad if you missed out on doing it. And then a 2, which is a must-see destination, and something that's probably close to a bucket list type thing. So for me, I'm gonna put Peña De Bernal and the city itself as a 2 on my friend Ed's scaling system. I'd be interested to know what you guys think about that system, because it's pretty cutthroat when you're breaking down travel destinations, but I always have a laugh when I think about it in that way, as opposed to whether you enjoy the experience holistically or not. Hey guys, thanks for watching that episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to continue to see more of my content and my travels through Mexico. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Jesus, I don't think I damaged the screen, but it's really fallen over. That was dumb, Chalk. Why are you trying to get an action shot?